It's 6 o'clock. Could we please rise? And Ken Odie, could you lead us in prayer? Please?
Absolutely. Let's pray, please. Gracious and forgiving God, we seek your guidance as we conduct the business of this great city. Where there is conflict, let there be peace. Where there is disagreement, let there be compromise. Where there is turmoil, let there be calm. We would especially ask this evening for your intervention in an area of the world that is teetering on the brink of war this evening. Lord, may this council seek your wisdom and guidance as they govern our community and do what's best for its residents. Ask for blessings upon this council, our wonderful city employees and their families. All this I ask in your Son, Jesus' precious name. Amen.
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 I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for being here tonight. I will remind everybody up here again that we have an audience that's watching on Facebook, and so please, if you could use the microphones closer, that will help them be able to hear us. And so I've been asked that by at least 2 or 3 people tonight, that if you could focus on that, it would be good. Having said that, could we go ahead and do the roll?
Mayor Mike Dreeve,
Here.
City Attorney Darren Rice,
Here.
Alderman Dewey Eckleberry,
Here.
Alderman Brett Cole,
Here.
Alderman Clifford Reaver,
Here.
Alderman Tyler Lampley,
Here.
Alderman Eugene McGill,
Present.
Alderman Jerry Lisenby,
Here.
Alderman Terry Stahl,
Here.
Alderman Gary Moore.
Present.
Approval of the minutes of the February 8th meeting presented for approval. Any corrections, or do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second that.
That was a toss-up.
Double second.
Have a motion by Alderman Lampley, seconded by Alderman Stahl, to approve the minutes of the February 8th meeting. Roll call vote: Reaver,
Present. Yes.
Stahl,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Eckleberry,
Yes.
Lampley,
Yes.
Lisenby,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Approval of the bills, current bills presented for payment. Any questions, or do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
You guys are good.
Yeah.
I heard Lampley this time. Motion by Alderman Cole, seconded by Alderman Lampley, to approve paying the bills for this meeting. Roll call vote: Stahl,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Eckleberry,
Abstain.
Lampley,
Yes.
Lisenby,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Reaver.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Public comments. If you'd like to address the city council tonight, we'd ask you to come up front, use the microphone. Please state your name and your address, and you have 3 minutes to be able to address the city council.
Dave Lamb, 409 West Center Street. I recently had some sewer work done at my house, and I just wanted to publicly thank Kevin Leonard with the Water Department and Robert Camp with Street and Bridge. They showed extreme professionalism in working with my plumber, and everybody's happy. Thank you.
Now that's how you use a microphone. Thank you. Any other comments for the city council? Thank you. Moving on to agenda item number 1. I'm withdrawing agenda item 1. That was an ordinance to approve the sale of some electric department property, and there are some more details that need to be worked out. I expect we'll bring that to next meeting of the city council. So moving on to agenda item 2, approve seeking bids for a new water tower and demolition of existing towers. According to our engineer, Shannon Woodard, we're going to do soil boring next week. If that turns out favorably, we're going to start the process of seeking bids. This will be for the construction of a new tower. Well, first, the demolition of a 1 million gallon water tower on Northwest 7th. Then the construction of a water tower there, a new one. And then finally, thank God, the demolition of the rusty water tower in the middle of town. This is around a $1.5 million project. We've received grants. We'll use TIF money and other undetermined funds at this time. Is that fair, Mr. Finance Chair?
Yeah, as we find out exactly what the state's gonna let us in the grants, and then we'll take that combined with the TIF, and we'll figure out where we need to come up with the rest of it, if it's through bonds or something that we can handle ourselves.
But we know we have to do it.
Yeah.
Any discussion or questions that I might be able to answer for you? We just want to start the process. Okay? Can we get a motion to start the process?
I'll make that motion.
Cole, who made this? Elizabeth?
Did you get a second? Oh, so he's gonna have him as a second, okay?
Yes.
All right,
I have a motion by Alderman Cole, seconded by Alderman Lisby, to approve seeking bids for a new water tower and the demolition of existing towers. Roll call vote: Cole,
Yes.
Eckelberry,
Yes.
Lampley,
Yes.
Lisenby,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Reaver,
Yes.
Stahl.
Yes.
agenda item 3, animal control discussion and action. We've been here for a few times, and Alderman Lampley offered to mediate this, and so I'll turn the microphone over to him.
Yeah, everybody was provided with 2 contracts, one from Murphy's at Assistany, and then the other one from the Wayne County Humane Society. There is an addendum on the Wayne County Humane Society that the attorney has asked us to provide, that provided a little bit more liability on the city side, so that will be included with that contract. Wayne County Humane Society did add some extra features on their latest proposal, with a 24/7 call out on bite dogs and vicious animals. But other than that, everybody has the contract. If anybody has any comments or questions, I can answer them. But you have the contracts in front of you.
On number 5 there, it says, number 5 says that all fines and fees collected shall be paid directly to the Wayne County Humane Society, excluding tickets issued through the city of Fairfield by the Wayne County Humane Society. Little explanation.
Well, when they collect, like if they do a pickup on an animal, there's a fee for the owner to pick up the animal from them. You know, there's a first time fee, and then the second time they have to get spayed, neutered. Am I saying this correct? Okay. Then if there's a municipal court ticket issued, the city of Fairfield gets the money from that.
And the Wayne County Humane Society will issue city ordinance through the municipal court? And do you have the ability also go through the Wayne County courthouse for anything?
Say that again.
Do you have the ability to issue a citation through the courts at the Wayne County courthouse?
All I can tell you is we have the ticket books that were provided to us by the city of Fairfield to write tickets with the municipal court dates and when we have to get them there, that type of stuff.
Okay, thank you.
And we have had a couple, at least 2, maybe 3, from the Humane Society that's been brought in that we processed through the court docket.
I'll make the motion.
Could you make the motion with
Just add it.
with the addendum?
Yes.
Okay.
This added deal
The
To the Wayne
motion
County.
is for,
The Wayne County Humane,
What?
you need to say which one.
with the Wayne County Humane Society.
We need a second.
I'll second it.
Okay.
I have a motion by Alderman Reaver, seconded by Alderman Lampley to approve the animal control agreement with the Wayne County Humane Society, and that is in the amount of, is it $2,000 monthly?
Yes.
Can I ask one more question before we take a vote?
Sure.
The Fairfield Police Department is in no way responsible to pick up dogs or anything else? No. Okay, thank you.
Okay, roll call vote.
Yes.
Eckelberry,
Yes.
Lampley,
Yes.
Lizenby,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Reaver,
Yes.
Stahl,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Yeah, we put that one to bed. Let's see if we can do that with the next one. Agenda item 4, cemetery mowing. I'll turn the microphone first over to Alderman McGill. Please use the microphone if you wouldn't mind, Alderman.
Well, we've had this issue, it's been up, been down. I'm tired of it, it's time to put it to grave. I just ask.
Okay.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
I'll just make a motion, we hire 2 part-time adults, get her done. 30 hours a week.
So there's a motion. We have a second.
I'll second it.
What are we paying?
$14 an hour.
That
No
part of your
benefits?
motion? That part of your motion?
Yes.
Okay.
No other benefits?
Hold on a second. Diane, at 30 hours at $14 an hour, are there any other benefits that we need to include?
I believe we'll have to enroll in an IMRF just because that's part, but the city will never pay that match because you have to be vested 10 years. But I read up on IMRF that we'll have to take it out of their pay. Take
Okay.
4.5% out.
And then at the end of it, they'd be able to
They
get
can
back.
withdraw that, they can withdraw that,
With a penalty?
probably.
I mean, is there something else that we can do? I mean, I don't think that it would be fair to ask a college student to pay 4% into the IMRF and then have to pay a penalty to get his funds back. I mean, is that normal practice that we've done in the past?
No, I don't believe it's been done in the past, but I was reading up on IMRF and, I mean, I guess I have to do it, but I was just reading up on their part-time in their, manual.
So you believe we,
I
from
don't
that,
believe it's been done in the past, I was just reading the manual on how
Okay.
part-time should be handled.
Is that a guidance or a requirement, of the way you read it?
Guidance.
okay. Then if it's not a requirement,
And just don't take it
we
out.
just,
And is that, I mean, you're saying 30 hours per week
Yes.
for how many weeks? Have we got a time
I think it's
frame?
like 20 weeks right now.
I could be wrong on the I'm sorry. I could be wrong on the IMRF thing, but I think it depends upon how many hours per year, and if it's seasonal, you may not have to be enrolled in IMRF. But like I said, that's kind of a tricky subject, and, you know, I don't know off the top of my head sitting here, but I mean, is that,
When I looked to hire a part-time individual, you know, I could only allow them to work 29 hours. You know, I had to keep them under 1,000 hours
that's what I think the
total,
cutoff is.
because if they went over the 1,000 hours, then I had to offer benefits. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess we need to make sure that we remain under that limitation so that, you know, that it excludes us from doing that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was thinking 1,000 is the cutoff, but I would have to double check it just to be absolutely certain. But I mean, if it's a seasonal employment, I mean, they may not reach that.
well,
What do you say, 29 hours?
I think that's what I had to hold mine to for 29 hours. And then I'm also was X amount of hours per month. You know, so I mean, I just think, I mean, I don't have any problem hiring the individuals, but I just need to think, we need to make sure that, you know, we cover our basis on the benefit package, that whether we have to or whether we don't, and I would really hope that we wouldn't, you know, take it out and then make them pay a penalty to get it back.
Yeah, I don't think we ought to take it out, really.
I mean, as long as we can double check and that, you know, this is where it needs to be.
Could I also mention, I think probably we're probably gonna have to consider more than 5 months. I mean, if you start in April, you're done in August. April, May, June, July, August, there's 5 months, and there's still some considerable growing going on.
There is 36 weeks of mowing, from mid-March to 1st of November.
So I'm just saying, I'm not sure we wanna stick firm with the 5 months. As long as we're under the 1,000 hours.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, as long as we can keep, if that's the number that trips the benefits or whatnot, I mean, we need to do, you know, what we can do to keep the individuals, you know, under that 1,000 hours,
Right.
you know, and, you know, maybe it's, you don't wanna say, I mean, to sound negative, but, you know, if somebody's gonna get their 1,000 hours, maybe we look at hiring
Somebody else, great.
Well, most likely, the college kids are gonna just come mid-May to mid-August. We're still gonna need mowing people after that, so we're gonna eventually have to hire.
And do we have the ability to allow those college kids to work on the weekends rather than to say that you have to work during the week? Can we let those hours be weekends?
Don't see why not.
I don't know, are you gonna allow no supervision for city employees not being out there?
Yeah.
Safety hazard there, no supervision out there.
I mean, if we're gonna, we're gonna have to cover them on workman's comp and everything else.
They're on one side of the cemetery or the other and not.
They're
doing the same.
unsupervised.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully, you know, we can hire an individual that, you know, we have trust to know that they're gonna go out there and mow and do the job. I mean, if we're afraid that, you know, they're gonna be unsupervised and not do anything, we've hired the wrong individual.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And, you know, I would leave some discretion up to Carol to say, this person didn't do anything on that Saturday, and he'd come up to Mike and, you know, the situation can be taken care of if that person needs to be replaced or whatever, if that doesn't work out.
And Mike would be glad to do that. All right, so what's this morphed into as far as a motion?
Well, we need to figure out the time, the hours, that 29 hours or.
Well, I think the motion can go forward, it just needs to be understood that, you know, that Diane as a human resource personnel needs to check off with either IMRF or our insurance agency of, you know, of what they can and what they can't do, and then when it comes time to hire those individuals, you know, it's laid out, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do, in my opinion. I mean, there's no sense, you know, installing it, we just need to make sure that, you know, we
Supervised.
cover the city and everybody's in compliance.
Okay, was that a motion?
Well, I have a motion.
All right, and we had a second?
I did. Is the motion by McGill, seconded by Lampley, to hire 2 part-time help at the cemetery for summer mowing?
For summer mowing, and then HR will decide, you know, how many hours and how long it can last. At $14 an hour.
Okay, got that.
Hands raised.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Nobody under the age of 18 can operate power
Okay,
equipment.
thank you.
Okay. Roll call vote, Lampley,
Yes.
Lisenby,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Reaver,
Yes.
Stahl,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Eckelberry.
Yes.
Okay. That gets us to the mayor's report. For the first time, maybe ever, but in recent memory at least, the city hedged its natural gas price for a month. The March contract is a product of our new relationship with UGM that was approved by the city council a few months ago. We locked in a price of $4.06 for 10,000 MCF, which I'm told is 1,000 cubic feet. I'm learning a lot about natural gas. Inflation is going to take a toll on our budget. I've had a number of our lead men talk to me in the last week or two. Chemicals for the water plant could go up 55%. Gasoline to our fleet is over $1 a gallon higher, but it is for everybody this year over last. The street and bridge department says asphalt will be going up dramatically, and the price of culverts have doubled. We also have heard from our fireworks company. They have been sold to another larger company out of Iowa. Since 99% of the fireworks in the country come directly out of China, the supply chain issue might also make the annual show a little skimpy. So that's something we need to think about. Union negotiations with the FOP and the IBEW should begin in the next few weeks. Our labor attorney, Dennis Weedman, will lead the teams. The FOP negotiations will include Alderman Stahl, Fulkerson, and myself. The IBEW team will include Alderman Moore and myself. Contracts expire in April. We're blessed to have a huge response to our police postings. We had 15 packets picked up, 10 were returned. There were also 3 fire packets returned. So there'll be a mandatory meeting this Friday night at 5 o'clock with physical agility testing on Saturday morning, the 26th, at 8 a.m. at FCHS. In the meantime, Assistant Chief Kalklaser was able to secure a 3rd seat in this May's State Training Institute. We continue to work on improving the audio for our Facebook Live streaming coverage of the City Council. We're getting 5 new microphones to put up front here, putting the audio directly into the live feed or Claire's computer. So far, over the course of 2 meetings, we've had 1,286 views of City Council proceedings. Our city Facebook page now has 2,392 followers, 36 additions in just the last 30 days. During that time, posts on our page prompted 6,366 post engagement actions. That means likes, shares, and comments. The airport passed inspection on its fuel tanks. Also, there was a pre-design meeting with IDOT and others on the ramp expansion and airfield drainage projects, with letting scheduled for November. Construction on the projects are scheduled to start in May of next year. I also have attached for everyone the form for our Renew Fairfield effort, which is coming up on April the 23rd. We have sponsors Kincaid's, FMB, Rust-Oleum, and Y Fairfield. What this is a combination of all the efforts that we usually have in the spring, including spring cleanup, a paper recovery that FMB normally does, the electronics. People have constantly been asking about when the next time is that they can turn in electronics. Y Fairfield is in charge of that. Kincaid's worked with their paint companies, Sherwin-Williams and Rust-Oleum, so that they could have paint. We're asking, and I challenge the aldermen to find a home inside your wards that you could put up for nomination, where the goal is to be able to get 10 homes in town, local civic organizations volunteering on that morning of April the 23rd to be able to paint 10 homes, owner-occupied, 1-story homes. That can be done on a Saturday morning. And so we're asking you to consider, for that matter, and please call City Hall if you have a suggestion of homes that have folks that are elderly or possibly can't afford such work. We think this is a positive thing by coordinating this effort and continuing it on so that we can do it every year, so that we can find homes to be able to do and to be able to clean up the town. We'll also have a number of big canisters, dumpsters, thank you very much, Alderman, out at the Street and Bridge Department for people to be able to bring their junk and put into them as well. Any questions at all about the mayor's report that I can enlighten anything in there?
I've got just a thought here, when you're talking about inflation and our chemicals could
Yes.
go up 55%, are we
Yes.
looking to buy them now so that we can avoid a 55% increase? And the same way with gasoline, are we seeking bids to lock some product in for the?
Because I do believe we're looking at even more expenses. I think that's a great idea, Alderman. I think that we should look into that. I can work with the lead men on that.
I mean, if it's down now, then all indications are it's gonna go up, maybe now, we don't wait for it to go up, we get as much as we can.
Hey Gary, we're locked in now till the end of June as low as we're gonna get for right now, so we can't bid anything until after the end of June, so. But then it may go up quite a bit, so.
They won't allow you to bid till after June?
Can we start bidding for the next year now though, like starting July 1 or whatever it would be?
Yes.
But if we bid before the end of that, we're gonna be paying more than we're paying now, is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm saying
We
do
would just
bid
put the
where it
start date as
starts
June.
in July.
Yeah.
We could, but
Yeah.
do we wanna go a year, do we wanna go 3 months, that's something I was talking about, I mean, it may go down, it may go up, I don't know what the best option is, but.
Well, given the situation that this entire country's in right now, I
Probably
don't see it
gonna
going
get
down
higher
too
and higher.
much. You know,
By the same token, I mean, locking in natural gas, it could go down, I guess, but the consultant said to us, lock it in at 4.6. That's a good bet that it's not going to be lower than that. All right, that's a good point. I can talk to the lead man about that one.
You can put that on the agenda
For
for
next
next
time?
meeting,
Yep.
just seek bids.
Yep. Anything else on those matters? If not, I wanted to take this opportunity to, I have the honor of being able to give this to Alderman Cole, congratulate him on a successful effort of being an alderman, successfully escaping Illinois. Thank you so much for your service, really, and it's been great working with you.
Speech. Actually, there's a couple things that, again, I just want to tell everyone, thank you, much appreciated, and, I'm really honored to serve for the past almost 3 years, 2.5. And like I said last time, it's been a very humbling experience. 2 things I want to bring up tonight that are still in the back of my head. From day one, when I was running for office, Atkinson Forest. And I pushed that from day one, and as of tonight, I'm still pushing Atkinson Forest. And I know everyone wants Lakeside, and I completely understand that, but again, I see Atkinson Forest as a diamond in the rough. I see where there could be opportunities out there for tourism. We've got a blue sign sitting out on 64 that could say Atkinson Forest 10 miles to Fairfield. I still see Atkinson Forest for the high school, the grade school, for cross-country events. I could see it for botany classes. There's a lot of things I think the city could do with that, even though it doesn't fall in the city limits. I know that there was a discussion at one point building ponds out there for fishing. And I think at one point one engineer had even mentioned it might even help eliminate 25% of our flooding problems in Fairfield. So I just asked the city council, hopefully at some point you'll revisit that. And I know Lakeside is the most important thing to everyone in the city of Fairfield, but I think Atkinson Forest also would have a place here too for the city of Fairfield. Secondly, someone's dear to my heart, Elaine Parker, with it was a Skateland roller rink. I've known Elaine for many years. She was friends with my mother for many years, but I don't believe she belongs to the Chamber of Commerce. But she's put in over 50 years with that roller rink, you know, taking care of our kids and watching over them. And I think, you know, I just want to recognize Elaine for all she's done for the community. And she does bring a tax base in here. I know she pulls people from probably 35 miles away into Fairfield to go skating, whether it's from Mount Vernon, Carmi, North City, Olney. People come down here to go to the roller rink. So I just want to thank her for over 50 years of service to the city of Fairfield. And want to thank everyone here for the support, my support over the past 2.5 years. Thank you.
Miscellaneous? Yes,
I'd
Jared?
like to bring up the utility, late fees.
Yes.
Wayne White's late fees start on the 15th, right? Correct here?
Their bills are due on the 15th and is charged on late fees on the 16th.
Yeah. And, the city, as far as the billing goes of the city, it's the 10th, and then it would go in there to the, started on the 11th. I would propose to bring those two dates together, to have everything on the 15th. Quite a few people have called me and would like for us to do that, because some of the people on Social Security get their checks just barely in time to pay it. And there's just no flexibility at all.
Jerry, would you like to see us put that on the agenda for the next meeting?
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever it takes.
Is that, anybody have a problem with that?
No, it seems like it should be a pretty simple fix. We can, I mean, I know Loretta said that she already had those papers that had the date on there, but just like we text at the bottom, we can just put the new date is.
You just change one number on the ordinance.
Yeah.
I mean, so, all right, thank you, Jerry. Any other miscellaneous items for the city council? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Appropriate.
Motion
Yes,
by
sir.
Cole, seconded by McGill to adjourn the meeting. Roll call vote, Lizenby,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Reaver,
Yes.
Stahl,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Eckelberry,
Yes.
Lampley.
Yes.
We're adjourned. Thank you for being here tonight. Appreciate it.